Welcome to the Brightlands home workout video. My name is Tom and I will be your personal trainer for today. I will guide you through a series of exercises that focuses on the entire body. So each week we'll do a different body part. Let's get the show on the road. So therefore we're going to start with a warming up to prime our body for the task ahead. We're going to 3 minutes warming up with 6 different exercises and we'll start 5 seconds. We're going to start with the walkout. So make sure you have some space in front of you. Walk all the way out and come all the way up. Try to get a stretch on the back of your legs and come up. Up, walk out and then come up. So stretch the back of your legs. Keep on walking. There we go. The next one will be the windmill. So we're going to bend over, touch our feet. Going to rotate from the spine and our heart beat up. Just tap your feet with your hands and try to get a stretch in the back of your legs as well. So keep your knees stretched. The next one will be knee to the chest, fully stretch in the hip and then lunge out, come back up. Other leg, full stretch, come out and back. Full stretch in the hip. There we go. And back. Other leg. Knee to the chest. Fall out. Come back up. There we go. So the next one you'll probably recognize from yoga. So a downward dog position. I'm going to stretch the back of the legs. So you feel this in the calves. And you extend your knees one by one. So try to really point your hips upwards and stretch out those calves. If everything is going well, you're already feeling your blood flowing up a bit. Next one is a up all the way up here and then come all the way up here. So head in the air and now your hips in the air. Head in the air, hips in the air, head in the air, hips in the air. This is also good for the mobility of the shoulders. So next one, you're going to sit on your heels and you're going to really fall into your hips like this and then come all the way up as a cobra and come back, fall into your hips. Really stretch it out. You'll feel it in the shoulders as well. Stretch it out. And there we go. This is also good for the lower back when you stretch out in this position. So now back up. That was the warming up. Let's get ourselves ready. So now that we're ready with the warming up, we're going to do something a bit more challenging. You and I are going to work on your goals, so join me. So today will be a leg day. We're going to start with the wall sit. We're going to do 4 sets of 30 seconds with 50 seconds rest in between, start in 5 seconds. So make sure you have space near a wall. You're going to place yourself against the wall. You're going to keep the tension on the upper leg. This is also great for the tendon health because you put stress on the tendon and you don't extend or shorten the tendon, and this will prime it for other situations. And rest. So really make sure you keep one tension on the leg. So don't go up and down. Really maintain a single isometric tension. So get back in position, and then you'll feel it in the quadriceps, so the front of the upper leg. You're going to maintain and really try to feel the burn come up a bit. So usually the last seconds will be the most tough. Really battle through and rest. Whew. So already feel it in the front of the legs. How's it going with you guys? So recover in between sets, really important. There we go again. Feel the burn. Because we already did 2 sets, you already feel it coming up already. Focus up. 10 more seconds. And rest. Okay. You have 1 more set to go. So really try to recover in between sets. Let the blood flow towards the muscles. There we go again. Last one. Come on, guys. You can also make this harder for yourself by going deeper into knee flexion, so lowering yourself even more. Or you can add a weight, like holding a weight like this, making your body weight even more heavier for your muscles. So that was it, guys. That was the wall sit. Well done. This exercise is called the squat. We're going to do 4 sets of 30 seconds with 50 seconds rest in between. We start at 5 seconds. So you probably already heard of the squat. So place your hips backwards without pushing your knees too far to the front. So it's all about where the hips move and how upright your body will stay. So it's also important that you don't round out your lower back. Try to keep it in a neutral position, meaning you don't go here or too much here. Keep this straight and move from the hip. So set number 2. So you can also play with the tempo on the way down. The slower you go down, the tougher it will be. As long as you come up explosively. And rest. Whew. And set number 3. There we go. So you can also add some weights with this exercise. You can maybe place a big bottle of water in your hand just to add some weight to your body. So 1 more set to go. Okay, last one. Keep focusing on the form. It's also important that when you get exhausted that you maintain proper form. That's usually where the most injuries happen. When someone is exhausted and goes above their limit. Who's there, guys? So great job. That was the squat. This exercise is called the hip opener. We're going to do 4 sets of 30 seconds, 50 seconds rest in between. We start in 5 seconds. What we're going to do, we're going to lean forward, keep our knees stretched, and grab the front of our foot. And now drop all the way down. Push your knees outwards and come up whilst still holding your toes. So keep your toes in touch with your hands and stretch your hips up as far as you can. So you're going to go in a complete squat position and now push your hips up and stretch out your hamstrings as well. So by doing this, you're really opening up the hip joint and dynamically stretching the back of your hamstrings. There we go. See it from this side. Push your knees outwards. Very important. Come up. Push your knees outwards. Come up. Push your knees outwards. This is a really good exercise for the entire lower extremity because you're even stretching out your calves as you're really pushing your hips up. Okay, third set, and up, and up, stretch it out, push your outwards with your elbows, and up, so place your feet a bit closer to each other, maybe that's easier for some people. Up. Okay. Going to do one last set. And there we go. Up. 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 So you can imagine why we call this the hip opener. Okay guys, that was it. Great job. This exercise is called the good morning. I'm going to do 4 sets of 30 seconds with 50 seconds rest in between, and we start in 5 seconds. We're going to target the back of the muscles and the glutes with this one. So place your hand on your head, keep your knees stretched and lean forward until you feel a maximal stretch on your hamstrings, so the back of your legs. Really pinch your glutes, so the butt muscles forward. So it goes like this. Try to come up explosively and pinch the glutes. So by lengthening the hamstrings and the glute muscles, you really try to exhaust those particular muscles. So, set number 2. There we go. Forward, up. You see the angle that I'm making. I'm not bulging out my lower back. I'm really trying to keep a neutral spine, meaning I don't go leaning forward from the lower back or too much backwards. I keep it in a neutral position. And rest. So if you're doing it correctly, you feel it over here and in the glutes when you come up and pinch. So I'm already getting out of breath a bit. That's only good. Set number 3. There we go. Up and pinch. So when you feel you're fully leaning into your hamstrings, go up explosively. There we go. This is a very easy way, just by using body weight, to train the posterior part of your body. Because you can imagine when you lean forward, you're also training lower back strength. So, there we go. Up. Really focus now on what you're feeling and where you're feeling it. Almost. So, this exercise is called the calf raise. I'm going to do 4 sets of 30 seconds with 50 seconds rest in between. We start in 5 seconds. So, what you can imagine is that we're going to raise ourselves from the heels. So we're lifting our heels from the floor. We're going to really slowly, ever so slightly, touch our heel to the floor again. So raise yourself up, control it down, raise yourself up, control it down. So really try to pinch your calf, and you already feel it if you are all the way up. And then control it down. So calf muscles are often an overlooked body part, but are obviously a big part of the lower extremity, and usually where a lot of injuries happen as well. So it's good that we train these muscles as well, to prime ourselves for the future. Up, down, up, down, up, down. You can also rest in between sets. I mean in between repetitions, that you really place your heels on the floor. You can also prevent your heels from touching the floor, so you keep the tension on the muscle. The more you do that, the more effective the muscle strengthening will be. So, 3rd set. Up, down. Looks like a very easy exercise, but I can assure you, if you do enough repetitions, you'll feel it, because I'm feeling it right now. Up, down. Remember, when you get fatigued, try to keep the control. It's so important. Going to do one last set. There we go. Last set. Almost there. Really try to feel that muscle fatiguing. Focus on lengthening and shortening the calf. And that was it, guys. That was a calf raise. So that was a great workout. Surely you must be pretty sweaty right now. So before we get on with your day, we have to cool down a bit first. So let's start with the cooling down. So we're now going to start with the cooling down. We're going to combine some static and dynamic stretches to cool our body down for the day ahead. So we're going to do 6 different exercises, 30 seconds each. We start in 5 seconds. So this one, the first one, you already know. We're going to do a windmill. We're going to come up between each repetition. So we're dynamically stretching the back of our legs. And don't make this too intense. Just lean forward from the hips. Get stretch on the hamstrings and the calves. So after this one, we're going to do a bit more simple. We're going to rotate our hips. So you can really imagine the joint in the socket, the hip socket, making this movement. Like we're dancing. So this next one will be for the side obliques. So we're going to stretch out fully, lean to this side, relax, stretch out fully, lean to that side. Make yourself as long as you can. Stretch out that way. Control your breathing. Make sure you get that heart rate a bit down. So now I'm going to do a quad stretch and release the other side. This is also a bit of a stability exercise. That's why we don't stay too long on one leg. Up, up. So we just did the front of the legs. Going to do the back side now. Lean forward. Up. Lean all the way forward. So don't push your knees to the front, but your hips to the back while leaning forward. And then you feel it on the hamstring. So now we're going to do some dynamic calf stretching. So try to grab the sole of your foot while maintaining stretched knees, so extended knees. Some people can't reach it, so ever so slightly bend the knee. Okay guys, so I hope your heart rate is a bit down. You feel your entire body tingling. Great job. Thanks for today guys, that was a great workout. If you have any ideas or suggestions, please contact our email address down below. Also know that we provide live training sessions as well. So via SmartMove, let's always stay one step ahead.